this, but that's just because of personal commitments at home. Otherwise, I would have been on every one. Yeah, and you. And thank you for coming last week.
That's all right.
Speaking to people. Or to Steve. I know you spoke to Steve.
What I really wanted to do is just get an unbiased view of what's going on.
Absolutely.
Just get a gist of what the events are about.
I'm just sticking my live on as well. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, that's all right. Stick your live on.
Do you have a name or just...
Black Van Man.
Black Van Man.
That's me.
Black Van Man, again, has come to meet the Yellow Vest and get an unbiased opinion on what we're all about. Review on what we're all about. I have seen lots of comments on your page this week, last week. We've had a lot of attacks since being out here, which makes sense because we're speaking against the establishment. So it makes sense to get agiprops, agitators, infiltrators, agent provocateurs and people like that, putting us down because they have to, because they don't want people to see why we're here or to listen to why we're here.
Could you explain to me why you're here?
Yeah,
Tracy?
what happened?
Thank you.
That's okay. I've been speaking out since the 18th of March last year because my son and his two best friends were murdered.
We've been. Son, I want to say rest in peace to your son as well. And I'm sending love and from my side, on a personal level.
Thank you so much. Thank
Without
you.
being unbiased.
We don't accept it from anyone in the establishment, but I'll accept it from you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So on the 18th of March last year, I went to Speaker's Corner. I'll try and narrow it down because we needed to tell people what was going on with what had happened to our children because the Met Police, the CPS and the Central Criminal Court, the Old Bailey, covered up their murders. They didn't show any evidence in court. Anyway, from there I started travelling the country. I went from London to Scotland and done 2 cities a day. Speaking to people and letting them know what was going on. I've done a lot of research of asking why would they cover this up, asking myself questions. I come to loads of answers, which made me come out onto the streets. I went to a lot of different demonstrations and I found out there's a lot of pain and suffering in this country to many different communities, but they're not letting each community know that another community is suffering like they're suffering. And that is all down to the mainstream media. I worked out very early on, because I was talking to the mainstream media, that they've been lying for many years to the people of this country and not letting us know what's going on, to keep us divided, because divided, that's how they conquer. So then, come just before Christmas this year, we saw what was happening in France, and we saw Yellow Vests standing up in France, thousands of people saying enough's enough and we're not having this. The media tried to tell you it was just about taxes. I spoke to people in France like Roman Light and people like that. It's not. It's where people have had enough and standing up to globalism. And I said, come on, this is what we've got to do. So 2 weeks before Christmas, 34 of us came out, stood on Westminster Bridge, held Westminster Bridge up to say enough's enough. So against all the injustices that are going on in the country to the people,
so the Yellow Vests stand for many different things, including your justice for your son as well.
Yeah, it's about every injustice, from knife crime to the children who are being murdered on our streets, to forced adoptions, to veterans being homeless, to veterans with PSD that don't get any help, to the deaths in police custody, because there's been over 1,200 of them, to absolutely everything.
Everyday concerns of
the ordinary people.
The ordinary people.
Yeah, and that's all we are here. We're all ordinary people. Now, a lot of us are here for different reasons. Some are here because of justice for our boys, some are here for forced adoptions, some are parents, other people. There's a young lad here, his brother was in the military. And when his brother served, and he came back, and his brother suffered from PTSD and should never have been sent out again. They sent him out again, and he died, and he wasn't mentally well enough for that second time. So everyone here, there's a lot of victims here, and a lot of people with stories. But we're all here, we're all here, child abuse, we're all here for one common ground. You don't have to agree with everyone's opinions, but you need a common ground, and that's to say we're not putting up with the political elite and the globalists doing what they think they can do to the ordinary people like me and you.
I totally agree with you. The mainstream media I looked at the yellow vests, looked at the mainstream media and how they portray the yellow vests, and it showed a little bit of NF thing on the side, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a few negative things. I had to look for myself, hence why I'm down here, to come and see for myself and meet the people and hear your opinion. And after meeting you, I just want to say that you're a really nice person, and I want to come down here a lot more and interact with the yellow vests and see how you lot get along and see how the movement is. Because what it sounds like to me is just ordinary people are pissed off with the government, mainstream media.
Not listening to us. You know, even if you want to refer, that's the TSG, support, Territory Support Group. And what they are bully boys. We've been attacked three times by these. Go and have a look. They attack. Oh, you're not going to
talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. Your message is more important.
Thank you. 3 times we've been attacked by them. And usually what they do is they put quite a few police with us at certain times to make us look like a bad group when we're walking down the road. The same as regards to the NF comment you just said. Now what that transpired from was a gentleman came and did a video of our demo for a few weeks, but he'd gone to every single demo, not just ours, but as soon as he come to ours, because apparently he was someone involved in the NF, they then tried to use that against us and say that we was NF. So that's where that one came from.
It's clarifying it for the people out there so they can get a real unbiased opinion on what's going on in this country. It's all about the nerve of the nation, what's getting on your nerves, and people seem to be really pissed off, really and truly.
It's ordinary people saying no more, and we don't fear them. And that's what they don't like. So they will try and portray us, like I said to you, put infiltrators, agitprops, agent provocateurs. And what they do, when we first started, we had hundreds out here. But what they did, they send the infiltrators in the middle of a movement to destroy it from inside out, to make it look bad, because they have to, because we're speaking out against them. But I've even come out during the week, if I know a demo's like the knife crime demo or anything with the parents, Operation Lockdown, I come out and I speak to all the parents so they know we're here and why we stand up here, But it makes sense that they're going to want to put people off us, because they're going to have to, because they don't want people to hear our message. Every week when we come out, we've got mics, I go down and the people that watch us go down, I tell them why we're out there. I tell them not to believe the mainstream media because they are our enemy. They are, because they're feeding people lies and they're feeding them false narratives. With regards to the yellow vest, they put out in the beginning that we have a D notice on us, but if they end up reporting on us, they have to make us look far right. Now that's the mainstream media, because they don't want people to know we're just ordinary people. So, no.
Tracy, I just want to wrap it up. I want to say thank you very much. I'll probably come back in a minute.
Please do.
I'll probably come back in a minute. I'll probably come back in a minute to talk to you.
Last week when I heard you wasn't here.
I'm going to come back next week.
I was gutted.
I'm here, what I mean? But I really want to thank you, Tracy. Bless you. And this is what we're doing, getting the nerve of the nation, yellow vests here every week. Tracy's been here 34 weeks in a row.
35 now.
35 weeks in a row. I missed her last week, but I've been here today to come and get the nerve of the nation and see what's going on. Black Van Man, we're out. Thank you, peace, love, blessings. You done.
What a lovely band. Just come, unbiased opinion.